When we come back and see you after the holiday weekend on Tuesday back here in Washington, we on this show will be in the full final sprint to the end of the Supreme Court term. And those major rulings on cases that have big implications are breaking here. They break in the 10 o'clock hour. You will watch them right here with some key issues that I know you care about hanging in the balance. Healthcare, religious freedom, free speech. Starting first and foremost with that decision on Obamacare in the works. We don't know, of course, whether that's first timeline-wise, but it is certainly the highest profile case. The justices deciding whether the individual mandate is unconstitutional, and at stake is nothing less than the future of that health care law. Then there's a big case on religious freedoms that could carve out an exception to anti-discrimination laws. If that happens, you could see some businesses and groups allowed to refuse to serve same-sex couples. And another key case asks whether schools can regulate students' off-campus speech, which could very much broaden what they're allowed to punish students for. Here with the inside look on what to expect, our justice correspondent, Pete Williams. And Pete, just so our viewers know, you give this incredible briefing to all of us here at NBC about what to expect at the end of the Supreme Court term. We thought it was so good. We wanted everybody else to hear it, too. So lay it out for us, right? Help us get smarter on what we think we're going to see starting next week.
Well, I don't know how soon the health care decision will come. You know, this case was argued the day after the election, and so there's something going on that the justices can't quite agree on the majority and the dissent opinions. Something I don't know how long we'll have to wait for, but it's the biggie, of course, the future of Obamacare. This is red states saying that the individual mandate is unconstitutional. Blue states saying, well, even if it is, you could carve that out and leave the rest of the law intact. And that's really the question. Based on oral argument, it did seem like a majority of the court was going to say, yes, you could save the law by taking out the offending part. On the religious freedom case, this comes from Philadelphia. This is the Philadelphia saying to Catholic Social Services, which has long provided a service to the city of providing and finding parents for foster children, that it was not going to do that anymore because Catholic Social Services was violating the city's contract, its non-discrimination requirements, by saying that it would not place foster children with same-sex parents. So my guess here is that the Supreme Court's going to find some way to issue a narrow ruling for Catholic Social Services without going too far to nibble into anti-discrimination protections. And then on the third case on speech, on student speech, this is a big one. You know, how much authority do schools have when students are off campus, given the ubiquity of social media? It's a huge case. This is the cheerleader case from Pennsylvania who was upset that she didn't make varsity cheer, and she sent a salty Snapchat that the school found reason to punish her. So the question is, what are student speech rights off campus? The Supreme Court has long said that students do have some free speech rights at school, but that schools can punish them if their speech is disruptive.
Pete Williams, as we always say here on MSNBC Reports, the 10 a.m. hour is going to be the most fun hour you will have as it relates to SCOTUS in the month of June. Pete,
it's the
thank
big
you
one.
very much.
You bet.